In this video, we are going to see how to add new student accounts from onlinecoursehost.com to Google Sheets. So here, every time a new student account is created in onlinecoursehost.com, which is an online platform for courses where you can create and sell courses, you want that the detail of this particular student, basically the email address, along with the date of enrollment, should be added in your Google Sheet. Now, how can that be done? For this, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. So here your trigger application will be onlinecoursehost.com and your action application will be Google Sheets. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in. And as I do that, here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect, as we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software. Now here we have reached the dashboard. On the right hand side, you can see a blue tab, create workflow. Let's click on this. A dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to add new student account in onlinecoursehost.com to Google Sheet. So every time a new student account is added in onlinecoursehost.com, then automatically the email address and the date of enrollment should be added in the Google Sheet. So I'm going to click on create. As I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. So one is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles and concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the response of our trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application here will be onlinecoursehost.com. Here it is. And what would be the trigger event? Now this is the event that is going to make this workflow run, and here it would be new student account. Basically this workflow is going to trigger when a new student is created. Let's click on this and let's click on connect. As I do that, here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with onlinecoursehost.com account. For this, I'm going to select add new connection, and now we need an integration token to set up this connection. For this, I'm going to take you to onlinecoursehost.com, and here we can see admin. Let's click on this. Now on the left hand side, you can see settings, and under settings we have integrations. Let's click on this. As I scroll down, you can see Pabbly integration, and here is the Pabbly integration token. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Let's click on save to set up this connection. Now once this is done, as I click on save and send test request, it is asking me to do a test submission in the application in order to capture the response here. So now what I'm going to do do a test submission. So here is the test form. Now I'm going to click on login here. So I've created this form already. This is the sign up page. Let's click on sign up, and here I have to create an account. Let's say the email address is newstudent12@pabblytuts.com. This is the email address. Then we have to give a password. So this is the password. Let's write the password once again. Okay, now I'm going to click on sign up. Now as I do that, here you can see that the account has been created. Taking you back to Pabbly Connect. So here let's see if we have received the response, and yes, we have received the email address of the person. Now once we have received this, my objective is that I also want to have the date of enrollment. For this, I'm going to choose a feature by Pabbly. Let's add an action step, and the feature that I'm going to use is date time formatter. With this, I'm going to fetch the current date. The action event here would be current date. Let's click on connect. So here you have to first select the format in which you want your current date. So you can select any format. I'm going to go ahead with date, month and year. Now do you want to include time in response? So I have mentioned false. Let's click on save and send test request. And as I do that, here we have today's date, which is 5th of April 2023. Now, once I have received this, my objective is that in my Google Sheet or any other spreadsheet that you wish to have, you want to add the information about the user, which is the email address as well as the state of enrollment. So now I'm going to add another action step, and this time the application here will be Google Sheets. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to add new row. Let's click on connect. And as I do that, here you can see that Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Sheets account. Let's click on add new connection, sign in with Google. So here we have to select the account. Once done, it is asking me for the access. So let's click on allow. And as I do that, here you can see that the authorization has been successful. So once this is done, now here we have to select the spreadsheet and the sheet. So let me show you the sheet that I already have created. So this is the sheet that I have created. The name of the spreadsheet is online course host students. Then here we have got only one sheet, which is sheet 1. And here I have got the following column fields: email address of the enrolled students and date of enrollment. Now I'm going to select this. So this has already been selected by the system. And once this is done, here we have to map the email address of the enrolled students. How do I do that? For that, I have to click on this. Now it is showing me the previous steps. Let's go to step 1, and this here is the email address. Now the method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Had I written this email address manually, then even when my workflow was running for the nth time with some new information, it would have taken this email address only. That's why we prefer mapping. Now again we have to add the date of enrollment. Let's go to step 2, and this is the date. Once done, let's click on save and send to test. And here we have received the API response. So now once I have received this API response, this basically means that the information must be added in my Google Sheet. So let's go and check the same, and yes, here you can see that the email address and the date of enrollment has been added. This basically means that our integration is a success, but we also need to check the same in real time. So I'm going to go back, and here I'm going to sign up once again. So first of all, I'm going to log out, and once done, let's log in once again. So now I'm going to sign up once again. Let's say that this time the email address is superstudent@pabblytutes.com. Then we have to provide the password. So let's say this is the password. And now I'm going to click on sign up. So as I do that, you can see that the account has been created, which basically means that this information should become a part of my Google Sheet. So let's go back to our Google Sheet, and yes, here you can see that the information is added to the spreadsheet. This basically means that our integration is a complete success. Now let's quickly go back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger application is onlinecoursehost.com, where the event is new student account. Then we had chosen a feature by Pabbly, which is date time formatter, where we had to fetch the current date. And our final action application was Google Sheet, where we have added a new row. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.